Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're doing part 2 of the best cards tier list featuring my boy, Evan Tanaka. I'll leave a link to his channel down in the description below. He's going to have part 1 over on his channel. As y'all can see right here, this is the tier list. But make sure y'all go watch that video. A couple interesting debates in there. Definitely good to hear our thoughts on all those cards, because half the tier list, I mean, they're already on the rankings, so you want to hear our thoughts about these cards. Definitely go watch that video and subscribe to Evan. But how we doing, Evan? How we doing today, Evan? Appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, I'm doing good, man. We got part 2 on JC's channel. Excited to get into a lot of these cards because there's so many good cards to still rank. Like, we still got, like, 6 more, 7 more spots in S tier, and overall just some really good cards. But yeah, just excited to rank these cards. Haven't done one of these videos in a while, so hopefully you guys do enjoy our opinions and our rankings.
Okay, so here's the problem. As y'all can see, Donovan Mitchell is in C tier. I gave in and caved to Evan because he loves Donovan Mitchell for some reason, and I gave in and caved and put him in C tier. That being said, Ja Morant is definitely better than Donovan Mitchell, but is not a C tier card, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. So, like, how do you... I don't know. I would put him in D.
Just put D-Mitch down to D.
Yeah.
Just put him down.
He'll be seeing your videos, so at least you have that.
Just put him...
Put them both in D tier. Ja
Next card.
I don't know. Lack of sigs kind of matters. Regardless, Makalolo Wakandi, S tier in my opinion. I legitimately believe he's that good. I think he's S tier. I'm not kidding.
I'm sorry.
I am dead serious.
I'm sorry. Okay, quickly. Who are you taking over in my power forward?
He's a center, but at least to me, he's a center. He's the second best center in the game. But at power forward, I'm taking Dirk, KG.
There's no way you think he's better than Yi, right?
You could argue it.
Okay.
That player build is incredible, and that jumper is incredible.
I think,
and he play makes and he plays D, and oh my, he's so good.
Okay, yeah.
Like, and I'm ranking him more as a center anyway. Is he a top 3 power forward? Probably not, but I think he's a top 2 center. I really do. His player build is incredible. He legitimately competes with Yao. Like, I think he's that good.
Okay, yeah, I think S tier is fair. I mean, I'd probably go A tier, but I don't think S is crazy if you look at him more of a center. I look at him more as a power forward, but now that I think about it, he probably is better at center. So yeah, I think S tier is not crazy.
What is your opinion on Kareem? Because I might be crazy,
well, I think
but his release frustrates me at this point.
Yeah, I think he's on the same level as a Marc Gasol. He might be a tiny bit worse.
I'm hovering him over C tier.
And I know you are hovering over C, but I think you got to look at the cards in C tier, and he's better than a Don Ole. He's better than a
Dennis Johnson. Is. End of B. He and Giannis have the same problem. They both have bad releases.
Yeah, him and Giannis have the same problem, but they're both, I think, still deserving a B tier, even though they're both a bit outdated, and once they get their new cards, they'll probably be right shot up to S tier A, but...
That's fair.
Yeah, I think B.
Okay, Kawhi is C, I think. Speaking of C tier, I think that's pretty fair, right? Because he's low block rating, release is fine, but not great. He's a very good defender, obviously. Doesn't have incredible size, and he can't play the 2, which is kind of weird. I'm surprised he can't play the 2.
I don't know. I really wonder. I'm really curious to see in the future of this MyTEAM, like, what Kawhi cards are going to look like, because... he had that pink diamond early on. We thought he was going to be like one of the best small forwards. Really wasn't for the time he came out. Then we get this Galaxy Kawhi, and there's really not that many great small forwards at the time he came out, except for like Tim Thomas, and I guess you could say Zion and LeBron. But like, if this was a Kawhi normally, he would have been like the best small forward or second best behind Tim Thomas. But for whatever reason, Kawhi cards just
release isn't the way it was in previous years. Yeah. That's the main thing.
I'm just saying, I just don't remember the last time we've got a Galaxy Kawhi card coming out of a time like which is perfect for him, and he's like C tier. He came out like 2 weeks ago.
I think
it just makes no sense, but it is fair. Like, it's a fair ranking.
Kemp is in D tier, right? Like,
yeah, he's D.
Missing too many badges, doesn't move that well. Not an incredible defender. He's just meh. Yeah. KG's S tier. I don't think that's a debate. He's the best power forward in the game. Like.
Now, I do have a question. Where do you put him in your top 5 cards?
Top 5 cards. He's going to be number 3 or 4.
Okay. Yeah, I think I have him 4 because I have Ben 3, I have Tim Thomas 2, and then Yao 1. So I think he's 4 or 5, him or Vince.
Yeah, I think we'll he's talk about that amazing. Later. Kobe, on the other hand, is going to go D. Yeah. He's
not better than Kazi.
He's not. His dribble style isn't that good. That's the main thing. And it's like 6'6" is good, but like not. I'll say this. I think the next Kobe card's going to play point guard. I'm just going to say that, and I think he'll have different sigs too.
That would be insane.
But because he's still good, but he's not amazing. He was really good when that Transcendent card came out, 2.5 months ago. But at this point, it's like this card's very similar to that card. Came out on Christmas, wasn't playing then. Like, meh.
Put Kyrie C.
I don't know.
Put Kyrie C.
No, absolutely not. What are you talking about?
He's a dog, bro.
He's the worst card on the list.
He sucks.
He's the worst card on the list for sure.
I love playing with the Kyrie because it's so fun. I will say, yes, comp rating or just like about how good the card is. Yes, he's in D. But trust me, this card, you have him, right, Jason?
Yeah, he's fun, but he's not
fun
good.
as hell to use. If you go into the game saying, I don't care if I win or lose, and I just want to, shoot step back threes to Kyrie and just pull up from deep, like, he's a fun card to use. He really is.
If I'm going to use a point guard for fun, though, it's going to be Don or Harden. Like, it's just going to be one of those two guys. Kyrie can't dunk. I like dunking.
Yeah.
And he doesn't play defense like that, and he's super small, and it's like,
hey, you say you like dunking, but you say you like dunking, but you say you only like 3 hunting. So I mean,
well, dunking is fun too, and his sigs are not that great. His size of his mid, like his sigs are not that great. It's annoying.
Okay,
Magic.
I want to. I want to say this card. I want to say this card because everybody.
Go.
I'm saying him. He's A.
Did you change your mind?
Because that's what I'm saying. Because want to know why? Because I've seen the light.
Evan has hated on Magic for like 2 months.
I've seen the light of the 6'9". I don't think I can I say the word the A? I don't know if you can say it on YouTube, but that man is an absolute demon at the point guard spot. I was using him on someone else's account, and this brother is literally the goddamn demon.
And he might give your opponent STDs as well, which scares them away from attacking him on defense. So
that's exactly why he's good. But can somebody? I thought people were gassing up his behind the back or whatever it is.
It's so much better on him than any other card.
That is the most unstoppable thing in transition.
He's got the Lillard behind the back, which a bunch of other cards have, but none of them move like Magic with it. If y'all remember, in 2K20, for those of y'all who've been playing this game for a long time, he had the Scottie Pippen behind the back at the time, and everybody deep hashed with that Campus Heroes or Campus Legend or whatever Magic. They used that card forever. That 99 Magic, because he was so good. He deep hashed better than everybody else who had that Pippen behind the back. For whatever reason, it's the same way this year. His behind the back, which is a great behind the back on everybody else, is way better on him than anybody else. I don't know why, but he's A tier. He's incredible. He plays defense, and he's one of the only guys with the size to guard Simmons. So now, Yao Ming is the easiest S tier on the list. He's the best card in the game. He's 7'6", can shoot, is fast, and kind of even dribble. Like, what in the world is this card? He should have come out in May. They dropped him in January. That blows my mind. MJ is D.
Yeah, I think he's Kobe level.
I think he's worse than Kobe. I mean, I know I know he's like the best or second best player of all time in real life, but his cards have not been respected this year. Last year they were. That Dark Matter MJ that they gave us was the best point guard in the game on current gen forever, and the second best on next gen forever. But this year, MJ cards have just not been good yet. Now, I'm not saying they won't be, but to this point, they're not. So
I think he will be later in the year. I think they're going to change his base because his upper's not bad. I think they're going to give him like a really good base because last year they didn't have to because his jump shot was actually good.
Right.
But they're going to put his like different base very quick, and then he's already got the MJ dribble style, which is fine. They might give him a different one later in the year if there's better like sigs like Chris Paul or something like that. But he's going to get a better card. It's MJ. He always
100%.
At least past years.
Is OG Anunoby B?
I think he's Trevor Ariza.
I think they're very similar. I agree. I think that's actually a great comparison.
They're the same card.
They both play small forward, power forward, great defenders. OG has a slightly better release. Trevor Ariza has Limitless and is a slightly better slasher, but like they're on the exact same level. Both.
And OG is literally Kawhi Leonard, but with a better jump shot.
Pretty much. I agree with that. And a higher block rating. Pippen's S. I really think he is. He's a top 2 shooting guard. You could argue he's the best. I
agree. I do agree. We'll have to see. We'll have to see like later in the because we already got what? 7 guys in S tier, so if we're doing top 10,
I mean,
we'll see. I don't know.
There's only 2 more guys that I guarantee are S tier though. So
okay, yeah, we'll see.
Penny Hardaway is B in my opinion.
High
Maybe
B or
C.
low A. Oh really? Oh, I was going the other way.
He doesn't give you the defensive of Magic. It just doesn't. And
is he not
his jumper's not that good though. I mean, the 3 best point guards are Ben, Magic, and Harden.
He's 4th.
But is he the 4th? He might be.
Well, he's better than Donald.
I think Tyreek Evans might be better than him.
Ooh, yeah.
I would take Tyreek Evans over Penny. He's got a better release.
All right, I'll go high C. So he's the best.
I think I really do think C is the fairest spot for him. There aren't that many good PGs, and he's like the 5th best, but that doesn't matter that much. So Paul Pierce is also probably C. End of C.
Yeah, that's where I'm leaning.
I think like low C.
Yeah.
His release, he's good. Even on very quick, is mid.
It's still bad.
But outside of that, he's a pretty good card. He's got Hoff Anchor at the 2, which is super valuable. I like him. I think he's really solid. I really do. The release still frustrates me, but he's got great shooting badges, solid slasher, really good defender. So I think he's super solid. Tatum, C as well. Higher than Kawhi, or is he B?
I think he's low B because I think
that's fair.
Similar. I think like skill level wise, I think he's close to OG and Trevor Ariza. They're obviously different cards, but I think as a small forward, he's probably on the same level with those guys because
I agree.
I just think, yeah, because he's better than Kawhi for sure. So I think B.
I agree with that. I think that's fair. Terry, I think, is A. He's not quite S. He's the 4th, 5th, something like that, best shooting guard in the game, but he's not.
Yeah.
He's not S. But he's good. He and Dr. J are close. I would still take Dr. J, but Terry does have a better release. He's missing anchor and handles for days, which is so stupid. If he had those badges, he'd literally be on the level of Pippen and Vince. But I mean, he's still very good.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Tim Thomas, I mean, he's not the best card in the game anymore, but he's still very, very good. He's the only small forward who's an elite shot creator, and he's 6'10". I know he's not the greatest defender in the world, but again, he's 6'10" at small forward and still a very capable defender. Like, I assume you agree with that one as well, right?
Oh yeah, easily S here. But I will say, when LeBron gets his opal, when Giannis gets his opal, we can say bye to Tim Thomas because they are going to be so much, at least my opinion, so much better once they get their opals.
Depending on the lineup you run, you could say bye to Tim Thomas right now. I think he's the best small forward in the game, but if you're running Ben, Vince, Harden, Pippen, you already have enough playmaking. You can go with defense at small forward. You can run AK, LeBron, some of those guys, even an OG or a Trevor Ariza. You could run those guys for their defense over Tim Thomas, and I wouldn't tell you you're wrong. That being said, he's still the best small forward in the game if you're using him as a shot creator, which, I mean, he's the only one at small forward who does that at an elite level. So,
yeah, I agree.
I think this is the last S tier card personally, so I guess we're going to end with 9 if you agree. But I think Vince is S tier as well, for sure. Like, he and Pippen are the two best.
He's definitely S. I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, I'm trying to think because I did a top 10 video yesterday. I know you're posting yours later today. Right. I think so. I don't want to go too much in the top 10 because you obviously want to say that for a different video. But I would personally change Terry Dishinger and Olo Candy, but I understand where your point's coming from. Like, at his position, his primary position, he's better.
And his release is so good. I know he only has a 73, but his release is amazing.
It's Joe Smith on quick time. Exactly. Joe Smith has got a great jump shot. So, yeah, I think S is probably fair.
I have Wiggins A as well. I personally think he's better than Dr. J and Terry. You could kind of swap those guys around if you want. I think those are pretty much unequivocally the top 5 shooting guards, though. Pippen, Carter, and those 3. But I think he's A. I think he's on the exact same level as those guys. Whether you think he's better than them or not, I mean, he's still really good.
I think he's literally the same tier as Terry Dishinger or Dr. J. You can argue which one's better than the other, but yeah, no, both A.
And I'd put EA as well. EA as well.
Okay, hold on. I want to quickly say this. If I'm going for too long, cut me off. But
you're good.
I was watching the our team podcast with All That Jazz and all those guys, and
was that the episode I was on?
Yeah, it was the podcast with JC and Ty. And Ty trying to say this man's name was the funniest thing.
What did he call him?
And you brought the Corey, bro.
Yanglin or something? Yalin. He called him Yalin.
Why did you bring up the Corey, bro? That's like secret. Like, why?
The Corey Maggette was the funniest thing ever. He called him Corey Maggette. That was so funny. The fact Evan calls him that is the funniest thing ever. But
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to.
Ty calling Yalin is pretty close. But A tier. We're like rabbit trailing now. It's A tier for sure, right?
Yeah.
And then Levine is like C or D.
I think C.
I think he's better than Kobe and MJ at the 2, so I think C is fair.
Sure.
He's on the same level as Paul Pierce, Cassie Russell. I think that's fair. And then Zion's probably B.
Same tier as Tatum.
Yeah, I think he's better than Tatum, but not by a significant amount. Am I taking him over OG and Trevor? I don't know.
Depends what you need.
I don't know, honestly.
If you need defense,
he gets tired too easily, and his upper is not good. I know he's got Brissett base, but his upper's just not good.
Yeah, I think it's a very well balanced tier list. I will say it's probably our most balanced tier list. Like that's very I'm looking back at it. You guys can obviously let us know, obviously what you guys would change about it. Like please let us know because we want to hear you guys' opinions of all the stuff you guys would change. And I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of disagreeing because for some reason whenever me and JC do a tier list, there's always a ton of disagreeing. So let us know what you guys would change. We want to hear you guys' opinions and your thoughts. But I think it's probably our most well balanced tier list. I will say.
And remember, if you agree with me, you're agreeing with the competitive player, even though I'm retired. But that's beside the point.
No, you don't get to say that. I don't get to respond. All I'm gonna say, and this is these are the last words. No,
and that's gonna do it for this.
These are the last words I will say on this YouTube video. The last time me and JC played, he knows what happens.
Okay.
Move on. You can end your video.
And I think I'm 20-2 against him. But he did beat me the last time we played. This is true. So
in a tournament,
if y'all are here,
in a tournament for $500,
I have no idea how I lost that game. But I still think me and Evan should play once we get unbanned, and I think we should make
I'll
it
play.
some sort of wager. We got to figure. If y'all have an idea, if y'all are watching this point in the video and y'all have ideas for what, like not actual money, but like what type of forfeit or something we could wager for, we could stream it on Twitch. It'd be super funny. But if y'all have ideas for what we could forfeit, I think it'd be great.
I'll say Corey. I'll say Corey's name like 10 times on.
That is a terrible. That is a terrible forfeit. I think you should like.
Okay, never mind.
And do something embarrassing. We got to come up with something. It'll be funny.
We'll do something on stream.
Yeah, exactly. If y'all have any ideas, let us know. But regardless, we're way off track now. I hope y'all did enjoy the tier list. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. Obviously, go check out Evan's video as well. Huge thanks to him for coming on. These are always fun to do, and I hope y'all do enjoy them as much as we enjoy making them. But that is good for the video. Like I said, I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.